Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Columbus, Ohio. We're by the banks of the Scioto River at the Schottenstein Center tonight. 2-1 and 16th ranked Ohio State hosting Kansas, 5-4 on the season, ranked number 17 coming in. Should be a real good battle, entertaining tonight. Got E. Lava, my own self behind the mic, and tonight I am joined by the one, the only Maestro. Maestro, how you doing on this fine Tuesday evening?
I'm doing outstanding, Miss D, and I thank you for picking me up from the old folks' home this afternoon because we had a reunion of the very first time Ohio State played basketball. All of us who were there in 1898, we were hanging out, talking about the good old days, playing in our dress shoes and wearing ties. So, I appreciate you reminding me about the game tonight to get me over here.
Hey, Maestro. I look for any excuse to show up on Tuesday. That's Parcheesi Day, so I don't like to miss that. Ohio State, there you see them wearing their home white with the red trim, and Kansas in that familiar blue. And there you see Nas Hall, the talented freshman.
Yes.
Nas Hall averaging 17.4 points per game. Going to be interesting to see what he does tonight. Ohio State led the big man down low, Cody Johnson, possibly a candidate for Player of the Year, averaging more than 20 points per game on the season. 7'1", 230-pounder. You may remember him as the SimWorld Prep champion from a few seasons back. He'd like to add a SimWorld U title to his collection as well, and we are underway. Ohio State controls it. It's an all-Buckeye backcourt starting for them. Brian Webb from Dayton, Bo Pagnani from Toledo, and they are on the board quickly and first.
That's what you expect, home team coming out with the advantage. It's a 16-17 matchup, something you don't see every day. And these two, oh my goodness, somebody needs to get the license plate of that car that just sped through that stop sign because I don't think anybody saw that coming there, Lob. But yeah, but just the idea of the history of these two teams, right? These two programs and what they mean to college basketball. You know it's going to get loud. It's going to get raucous. It's going to be great string cheese handed out in the third quarter. In the second half. So it's just going to be fun all the way, man.
Shot clock winding down, 3 on the way, and it's good. Both teams starting off strong in this one. That was Pagnotti buried that triple. Nas Hall has it. He got the first bucket a minute ago, uncontested. A little bit more defense on him this time, and he has to back it out. Corner 3, that won't go for Vega that time. Carmelo Vega, out of sophomore, out of Ecuador. A lot of familiar names from SimWorld Prep here tonight, Maestro. Regular one of them played for South America.
Yes, absolutely. The one thing that we'll just say, the one opportunity watching these kids get a chance to grow, and I'm still calling them kids, even though I know they're getting into the man territory now, right? Watching them grow and come up to be able to play in this sort of venue in front of this sort of crowd and with this sort of history that's on the floor of where they're playing it almost feels it's I think it might be more gratifying for you and me than it is for them.
Well, it's been gratifying for Nas Hall so far. Hits another one there. Kansas takes the lead. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Coming right back. Columbus.
What's that?
That's a swear jar. Every time someone swears, you put a quarter in it.
Who gets the money?
I don't know. We'll use it to buy something for the office, like a case of Bud Light or something.
Fucking awesome. You, Bob.
You, Jim.
Eric, I have a bag on line 3 for you.
Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen?
Will the owner of a white station wagon please go yourself?
We're gonna go down there and we're gonna some. We're gonna some. We're gonna do whatever we have to because we're gonna some.
Hoop.
Doesn't count.
Shut the up!
I am so proud of you mother suckers. Here.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
2-point lead for Kansas early. It's been all freshman Nas Hall going to work. All came into this one averaging 17.4 points per game, shooting just under 50% from the field, and most prolific three-point shooter on a team full of them for Kansas, the Jayhawks. Edley from outside, and Nas dialing it up to just under 40% this year. And talented freshman in the U this year, certainly, but Nas Hall, you got to mention his name among the best of them.
Absolutely. You know, it's that Brooklyn. It's that Brooklyn lava. He brought the Brooklyn with him, baby. Don't matter where he goes, it's going to be Brooklyn in there. Rucker Park, you know what we do. It's just the idea that he's been able to do the one thing very few players can do right away going from prep to you, and that is bring a scoring game against people who will just, all they need to get you is 2 games on tape and all of a sudden they know what you do. It just speaks to his athleticism and ability to still stay within the system where next thing you know, he's on top of you in the zone.
Well, he's got the ball again, but gets it to a corner. Pinkard for a 3, and he dials it up and drains it.
What vision. Cross court. Pinkard stood there, caught it in leverage. Definitely on this platform. What did he do? Knock it down.
Well, it's a Jayhawk team full of shooters. Pinkard, definitely one of them. There's the big man Cody Johnson with the ball right now. Not a whole lot from him early in this one. Takes a tough shot, can't get it to go. And there's a second chance opportunity this time for the Bucks.
I think he got caught in a gravity well there, Lava. It looked like he was getting ready to make a move, and all of a sudden he dropped into the Matrix or Inception. The world went sideways on him.
Well, it's maybe going sideways for him right now. Carmelo Vega took it right to him right there.
Love it.
Got it up over the big man. Confident move, and Kansas up by 5 now. Ignotti swings it back over. He gets back into Johnson's hands. Good outside shooter, shooting 40% from deep on the season, Cody Johnson, but Buckeyes unable to get things going from long range his last couple trips.
You know, both of these teams are outside in. They're going to come at you outside, and then they're going to work it inside. They're going to use their leverage, kind of like in a reverse play action pass. Oh, good drive to the bucket and right around the glass there. They're going to make it like a reverse play action pass, right? We're going to shoot from outside, get you to come out, then we're going to cut to the basket and drive past you. What's interesting is, and I don't know if you noticed this too, Lava, we're starting to see more and more, I'm going to call them smalls, for lack of a better term, taking it to the rim against bigs with reckless abandon. I'm almost in the Allen Iverson kind of toughness now, and I love it.
Ooh, Pagnotti's pass, couldn't connect there. Oh, that one does, and there to lay it in is Vega.
Run the floor, fella. Way to run the floor.
So far, not a lot from the big man Cody Johnson. Also haven't called Brian Webb's number tonight. 6'3" guard, leading this team in rebounding, assists, and steals. A little bit more from him, a little bit more from Cody, but he can't get that bucket to go there either. Oh, quick 3 this possession, and look at that. Pinkard nails it. 8-point lead, Kansas, as we hit the 15-minute mark. 10 minutes into this one.
That rim must be looking as big as a planet to him, the way he's just shooting from every part of the floor.
Ignotti has it. Well, he's going to pull for a 3 of his own, but he can't get that to go, and it's been the story of things here in the early going. Kansas just out shooting him, but that's a bad pass. It's a big wingspan too of Johnson. He gets his hands out and disrupts a lot there.
It's like a condor, man. It's like it's like 2 bus stops to get around him.
There's Brian Webb, and that is Brian Webb doing what he does best.
Yes.
Only 6'3", 200 pounds, but has interior game. It's a needed bucket. Oh, nice drive from Hall, but he gets kind of trapped. Finds a teammate again in the corner. Nas Hall, I mean, that's another. He's found teammates, particularly in that corner right there, for good looks all night. Quick 3 this time will not go for the Bucks.
I'm going to give him 2 more passes before he starts saying, you know what, forget you, Jobu, I do this myself.
This average time of possession before shots, I think about 5 seconds. Last few, and look at this. Once again, no change, a quick steal. Vega comes up with it. Another 3 coming from the corner. Missed, but oh, look at that. Right there to put it right back up in is Madison Miles, the leading scorer on this team, the 6'9" sophomore out of Hawaii.
That's good eating right there. That's good eating. Let your guys go long, you go tight.
Johnson gets it. Nice dish.
Great cut.
Yep.
Great cut. Better pass. That's Ohio State's game. Bring you out, clear you up in the middle. Kansas coming down, going long range sniper mode, and then picking up the pieces. And right now they're just not missing, Lava. They're just not missing.
Between Pinkert and Nas Hall, Kansas just dialing it up from outside. 9-point lead again. Good position down low for Johnson, but won't go. Good defense. Kansas right there. Give the credit to Jabbar Wilson, the 6'9" junior.
Yes.
Oh, another open three. Ohio State, if anything, is lucky that Kansas isn't nailing more of these. I mean, they're hitting a decent percentage, but these are pretty open looks that we're seeing right now. I kind of feel like Big Debo needs to do something to change things up here. It's not going well at all early for the home team.
Now I'm gonna talk about Diebler's bench coach. Oh, great move, strong move inside there. I'm gonna talk about his bench coach right now. Somebody should be saying, "Yo, boss, this is what's happening right here. We need to do something about that."
Well, that bucket cuts it to 7, but guys still in the hole. I'm out on the court. We're gonna take one too. Coming right back with more action.
Life comes at you fast. Be ready with Nationwide. Investments, retirement, insurance.
Seven-point lead for Kansas, and leading assist man out there is the big man, the 7-footer, 7'1" actually, Cody Johnson. 4 assists so far on the night, mostly finding his teammate Marlo Fultz for easy buckets down low. The big men of Ohio State have been getting it done, but Kansas, Charles Pankard, Nas Hall, Carmelo Vega, all hitting from deep early in this one, and they've got the early lead. Bill Self liking what he sees from his squad, which some folks a little surprised they're only 5-4 here in the non-conference portion of play.
Yep. Yeah, and something Lava, I'm gonna give you flowers early. You talked about it earlier before, and as we were getting comfortable, I was getting my pillow down on my seat. You made a comment of their record against the talent that they have. It just doesn't quite line up the way you think it would. But it's their defense that, as you so correctly said, that's kind of letting them down.
Kansas ball. Dino Ahern in the game now, and he has it. Little Euro step gets blocked away. Oh. Nice attacking possession there, and it's Torin Trigg, goes up, gets fouled. 6'7" sophomore out of Baraboo, Wisconsin. Averaging 8 points a game so far.
Great Levi's store there. Great Levi's store. They actually have all sizes. It's really crazy. They have all sizes. From slim to boot cut to whatever, and they have incredible length. So, apparently a bunch of tall guys go through there because you can find some 36, 38, and 40 NCs.
Well, there you go, folks. You ever find yourself in central Wisconsin? You know where to go for your big and tall wear, or just boots, really? Greg nails both free throws, and that lead is cut to 5. Ahern brings it up. You may remember Dino Ahern as a prep player. St. Louis squads. Sophomore now for this Kansas team. Oh, and he finds a teammate for his open three, but Gonzal can't bury that one.
Lava, that was the first possession where they took a three where they seemed out of sync. I don't know what was said on. I don't know what Coach said on the sideline, but that was the first time where people were kind of standing around, and it just so happened to be open. And that's not how they've been making them all night. They've been making them on transition and semi-transition plays, as we see the steal there. Great hands and great pass as you run the floor.
Addison Miles, that's quite a sequence for Miles. He stole the ball, turned it over, came back down, altered the shot, got the rebound, and that result is here we are, Kansas possession again.
Just a few
trying to
seconds
find some
clock.
daylight. That was a tough shot he ended up taking.
Yes, it was. Yes, well, I think that was a little press right there. The last two possessions, the shots have been, well, the last three possessions, not counting the turnover, but the last three possessions, Kansas have not felt in sequence the way they have all night. Great, strong move in the paint right there.
It's German Davenport. He's in the game now, 6'6" senior from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and he's been averaging 12.7 points a game, second on this team. Well, Ahern gets inside. Oh, and there's Hall. Finds a little mid-range game.
That's the Kansas we know, where we're kind of moving in transition or semi-transition. By semi-transition, for all my prep people out there who want to hear me say that, as we see that great move to the bucket that doesn't quite pay off, that means we're set up in the half-court offense. Everybody stands up, and then everybody starts cutting toward the basket. Semi-transition.
Ball for three. Can't get that to go. And Darrell Fulker, another senior off the bench in the game, gets the rebound and it can't quite turn into a transition bucket down the other end. Torn Trigg, a little too strong.
No hometown cooking
nice
profile.
dish.
Oh, nice dish. No hometown
Ahern converts.
Oh.
Big Diebler didn't like what he saw there. Nice little inside bucket for the smallest man out on the court, and it is a 7-point Ohio State advantage. We're going to take a commercial break. Come right back for more action here, Kansas and the Buckeyes.
LeBron, jerseys dream of retirement.
Your jersey's dream now?
A special time when my jerseys can look back and reflect on all they've accomplished in their careers as my jerseys.
Kobe, I got to go.
A time for my jerseys to relax and pursue other interests, hobbies, handicrafts, painting, woodworking, establishing a multinational entertainment conglomerate with designs on dominating the field of animation, music, and cinema.
Your jerseys is doing all of that?
Well, 8 is more into decoupage, but 24 is quite ambitious. Quite ambitious.
I guess I'm walking to Milwaukee.
Carmelo Vega and Nas Hall leading the way so far for Bill Self's Jayhawk squad. 7 points apiece for them. Marlo Fultz has 6 for Ohio State, but the most important number is they trail by 7 here with 9:22 to go in the first half.
I can tell you what I didn't like. I probably know what he said. You were 6'6". Your hand should have been up in the air instead of standing there, letting that little guy just use you like an escalator to get to the rim.
Well, Ahern, good defense too for a little guy down on the other end. Tested that shot, got the rebound over the bigger Buckeye. Trying to work inside, and up with another one. Davenport gets it to go.
That was, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson's bucket right there. Getting those points back from giving them up earlier.
Ahern finds Vega in the corner, and that comes off of the back of the rim. This is Ohio State's way. They set things back up. Cody Johnson, Bo Pagnotti, and Brian Webb all getting a rest right now, and that bucket there is short. Excuse me, Webb back out on the court now. Oh, but everybody just got lost there, and Jarvis Woodson, the 6'11 junior, it's 2 back. And we got a packed house here tonight, but they have not had a ton to cheer about. It's been fairly quiet. It's also been a fairly whistle-free game. I think that was our first foul of the game there, Maestro.
I believe you're absolutely right there,
No,
Lava.
we did have somebody go to the line earlier.
Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, you know,
we had freebies earlier, but still a fairly clean game. Although it's definitely been competitively contested by these two teams. The high teens in the rankings, and I don't know if either one would be in danger of falling out of the top 25 with a loss here.
No.
But Kansas doesn't want to fall to 500 for sure. What do the Bucks?
Well, it's interesting. I'm so glad you said it that way, because you think about a team. Do you think they have their ranking with their record because of the history, or do you think that people are still looking at the talent and not the record?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I think the history definitely weighs in there. I think that's kind of human nature. I think you see that in basketball and football. Boy, we've been seeing plenty of that tonight. Charles Pinkard is dialed in from deep here in the Heartland. The triple for him. Lead is 8. Oh, Pagnotti, nice move, but short on the shot. Rebound, however, second chance.
I think he was surprised that he sent my man to the hospital to get his ankles worked on with that kind of move.
Shot clock winding down, and the 3 won't go, and Pinkard has it up the other way once again. Here comes Kansas, and a quick 2. 10-point lead, biggest of the game. And just looking to regroup here a little bit, Ohio State. Get shell-shocked. I mean, look, you know this is Kansas. This is a big game tonight. And there you go. There's a big-time play from Pagnotti, and he needed that. The crowd needed that a little bit. Could have been a foul called, but again, this is being swallowed so far for the most part in this one.
I think the way they played, they're not going to get, unless it's an obvious contact move, I don't think they're going to get those calls until they show that they're willing to go up chest to chest right now.
From straight away, but a little bit off to the left that time. And Pagnotti works his way off that screen. And Faulkner has it. Shot clock under 10. Still plenty of time here. Oh, nice pass from Faulkner. Oh, I feel like Pagnotti hesitated there too long.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he had a different defender or a taller defender on him at first.
You know what? It's hard. You know, it's hard when you're not used to being in the post there, Lava. All of a sudden, you get the ball in the post and you're open, right? You look down, there's no shoes around you. And next thing you know, you got to think, oh, what do I do now? Kind of a thing, right? Whereas I think if you had been more prepared for it, I'm going to say this way, if I'd been more prepared for it, I think he would have instinctively just gone straight up. But being a guard, he's used to catching the ball and assessing where he is, and you can't do that in the post.
Right. Now, right there's what you do with it. Now, Faulkner's 6'9", so that's a little bit of an unfair apples to oranges comparison, but gathers that pass from Pagnotti and puts it right in. Brims the lead to 8 with 1 tick over 5 minutes. Go in this one. I want to remind you, even you, Maestro, look what's coming in there. EMs coming up here. Early offered, as you can see, once the live stream is over, you got to be present to win.
Yeah, I'm here.
We will let you know, so we'll be calling those out.
Your boy needs some socks. Your boy needs some socks. Come on, let's hit me, daddy, hit me.
So we'll be announcing that later in the broadcast tonight. Hey, I want to remind you, there's even another game coming up after this one, too. It's not over. We got North Carolina, the Tar Heels, traveling to Memphis. And that should be an entertaining one. Stay right here for that. Coming up 8:30 Eastern. But in this one, Kansas in control here throughout the first half.
Yes.
Nas Hall, Charles Pinkard from outside, Carmelo Vega having a nice game. You know, Ahern off the bench contributing some nice minutes, and Jabbar Wilson about to inbound here, and he's been Rebounding, playing D. I mean, not a lot of weaknesses I see tonight. I don't know how this team's 5-4 based on what I've seen through 15 minutes.
Well, I think you said it. The defense showed up tonight, and oh, by the way, they're living on boss money with the fact that they made so many threes so early in the game to give themselves a lead. Where all of a sudden you relax, right? You stop thinking about if the shot's going to go in. You start knowing the shot's going to go in, and that mindset changes the approach, right? It changes how you go about it. It changes your release. It changes your energy. Next thing you know, good things start to happen just because you know they are, and that's a huge difference in a game like this, especially when you're on the road.
Corner three again for Kansas, but that one bounces away. Lead extended back up to 10, however. Cody Johnson back out there and immediately goes to work just pushing the smaller defender out of the way, but he can't get it to go. Wow.
He went the long way. He had to move to the left. He didn't recognize it, that there was no help on the backside, and he worked himself to the point where actually the rim became a defender. He's going to look at that, and he's going to bang his head against the desk because he's going to realize he actually had 2 buckets just waiting for him right there.
And it ends on a 3 on this other end. And let's give a little bit of credit on the defense on that pass possession, too, for Jackson Whitlock, the freshman, the Australian.
Yes.
A good D. Oh, there. The Bucks needed that in the worst way. It's another assist for Cody Johnson. And then Fultz, once again, the Johnson-Fultz connection has been the reliable, calm the ship move for Ohio State tonight, but they have got to figure out a way to stop this outside artillery barrage that Kansas is putting on them here. And once again, it is Pinkard all alone and nothing but net.
Something I'm texting Uber to get someone to come here and defend Pinkard. Be right back. Yes, I want the extra points, please. And I'll use my Uber bucks. Okay, I'm back, Eli. What were we talking about?
I mean, Jake Diebler plays this 3-2, and it's a nice drive from Johnson, but he can't get it to go. Diebler plays this 3-2 zone defense, but rare exception, like right there. Not been happening a lot. Johnson out ahead, but wow, instead, Pagnotti tried to take it himself and swatted out of bounds. I don't know if that was Wilson or Whitlock that got it, but it's a block for Kansas, and it does stay down here, but 14-point lead. This has been really impressive so far.
Yes, absolutely, Lava. And I'm going to say something. I don't take that as a bad block if I'm Ohio State. Why? Because that means Pagnotti's being aggressive. That's his game. And the fact that it got swatted and we still got the possession back means good things can happen for us. And there is Davenport doing Davenport things again. You called it earlier, and it's happening.
That cuts the lead to a dozen. Corner 3 once again, and this time Carmelo Vega is there to knock it down. I mean, pick your poison if you're Ohio State. You shade Pinkard, and you got a 6'7" wing player forward, and Vega out there knocking it down too.
I apologize, Lava. I was back on my Uber app again, ordering a second defender here. 1 second. I'll take the extra hotel points. Okay, I'm back. And what were we talking about?
Cody Johnson, he thinks he can work inside right now. Gets it blocked right there.
Wow.
That time Jarvis Woodson supplied the defense. Woodson and Whitlock showing up against one of the nation's best big men, Cody Johnson, so far tonight. Kansas up by 15, looking to build on that here. Pinkard drives inside. Is it out to Vega for an open look at a 3? Oh, almost went down.
It was in and out. You know, and Lava, I was told by production when they called me for the game tonight, they says, don't do your thing where the bigs are going to be the difference in the game, Maestro. Just deal with that for one night, okay? And I did. I was good until now. It has been a bit that defensive play inside, turning your boy Cody Johnson into a facilitator and not a scorer. I know he can't get his bucket on his own usually. It's been a huge difference.
Trusted facilitator too, and another pretty clean look. Miss, however, this time. Nice little drive, but Webb can't get it going. Ends up back in Johnson's hands, but that won't go down either. 2 bites at the apple, no bucket for the Bucks.
Gonna be rude. That defense is making them see ghosts, Lava. The defense is making them see ghosts, baby.
Pinkard's inside, but yeah. gathered himself, and that gave the defense enough time to gather around him. 15 seconds now. And this Ohio State crowd gets up on their feet, and that's a bucket at this end. Enough time for Kansas left to work here, however. Gonna get another shot off before the halftime buzzer blows, and it's another 3 off, and of course it splashes through. Well, they're saying that's a 2, I think.
What a surprise! Now that you know, never mind. I'm not gonna be a smart butt.
Pagnotti's halftime heave does hit half the iron, but doesn't go down. Ohio State kind of stunned the crowd, trying to cheer them some encouragement here as they walk off, but it is a big lead for the road team. Kansas came in here tonight and just really established themselves, particularly finding open players for mid-range jumpers and most deadly 3 after 3. Carmelo Vega, Nas Hall, and especially Charles Pinkard just dealing from deep tonight.
Yes, you know, and how do you bust a zone? You go from outside in, and that's exactly what Kansas is doing. The difference is, Lava, they are knocking down the threes from outside, so they don't have to worry about going in. And that's been the tale all night.
17 points for Charles Pinkard. He leads all scores, and he leads the way. It's a big lead for the Jayhawks as we go to the break. Come right back. Second half when we return. There are some rough-looking numbers in the Buckeye half of the box score for that first half. Pagnotti, 2 for 10. The team 1 for 7 from deep, but it is Cody Johnson, 0 for 8. Yet to get a bucket or a point so far in this game. Some rebounds, got some assists, got some steals even. Gets another board right there, but he is frustrated.
Yes, he is.
And so is this Buckeye team and this crowd. The team down deep. Lots of time left to turn it around, however. Jake Diebler drew up something. Get him going here, and the ball is in Johnson's hands. First possession for the Buckeyes. Oh, nice dish. Finds Webb. Nice little 1-2 there. And look, he hasn't been getting in the scoring book, and if anything, he's been trying to force it a time or two, but Cody Johnson is a skilled, silky offensive player. Great vision, good passer. You just saw it again right there.
Love a big that can dish, Lava. And I'll tell you something, that first possession, Kansas showed us something. You notice they had one player down deep, surrounded by 4. They did not kick out as if to say, we're going to show you that we're willing to go inside. We're going to continue with our outside in game because it's working for us tonight. And finally,
well, Cody Johnson hasn't been able to get it going down low, but Brian Webb says, let's see if I can do something about that. 7 points now in the game, or 9 points, excuse me, in the game now for Webb, looking to get to double digits with the free throw. Brian Webb, sophomore out of Dayton, averaging 8 per game, but he means so much more to this team. Can't get that free throw there. A little bit of a do-it-all player and a little bit of a unique player in sort of what he brings to the game, playing down low, playing almost as a forward.
Yes.
With
yes.
6'3" guards, body, and skill set as well. Kind of reminds me of, for some of the older folks or real kind of basketball history heads listening in tonight, Adrian Dantley.
Oh, that's a great call by you.
Yeah, he was
great
a
call.
6'4", listed as a forward player. He just did damage down low. Ooh.
Was he 6'4" though? I don't think he was legit 6'4".
He might not even have been, but much like Webb. And get a little replay on this right here. I'm not sure what we were looking at right there. Regardless, lead back down to 10.
But it was glorious.
I'm not sure what we were looking at right there.
It was glorious.
The officials were trying to get something, but Ohio State ball is the net result. Webb, aggressive, coming out the second half. That's misses that time, but a bit more positive start here, and Brian Webb's been a big part of that. Oh boy!
My goodness. Let me tell you what you won't do, Madison Miles. I'll say it. You're not gonna stop this.
He's not had the biggest night, Madison Miles. They haven't had to go to him. He is their leading scorer, almost 18 a game. Boy, that was authoritative there, though. Quiet this crowd back down a little bit. Oh, behind the back.
Behind the back. Oh, but he gets the foul. Interesting he gets the foul there, but we've seen him put on the floor a couple of times and no whistle. I got questions.
Pagnotti. Bo Pagnotti came into this game shooting 50% from the field, but it has not been his night so far tonight. Just 2 of 10, 0 for 4 from deep. This is his first trip to the line. And he is short there.
I wonder, Lava, if it's an issue of there was a certain level of expectation coming to this game. Ohio State being ranked just ahead of Kansas with a much different record. I wonder if it's a straight matchup issue or if Ohio State's looking ahead a little bit at what's going to come down for them in conference play.
Well, if they don't get their heads up here, they're going to be facing a blowout loss, which is not going to look good on their resume. No matter how you can. I mean, you need a little bit of a confidence builder. And again, I'm just shocked. Coming into this, we really thought, but Kansas, shooters, said it at the top of the broadcast, and, Nas Hall, Charles Pinkard, looking for that. But you really expected Ohio State to do something with that size differential, and particularly around Cody Johnson. And they've just not been able to unlock it tonight. And this has been the worst possession of the evening. Just going to have to heave it, won't go. And this is just a broken basketball team right now, and that's going to be an easy 2. Oh, there's a little bit of heart coming back from the block, and the crowd up on their feet, some of them trying to will them back into this.
You know what, Lava, I am going to let them behind the curtain a little bit, and we talked about this, and we're going to catch it on the other half. We'll be right back after this break.
What is happening, Maestro? Diagnose it for us.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, also, all of this, we thank for all our viewers out there. We really thank you guys for hanging with us, and ladies for hanging with us, and everybody there with the V-necks on the front row. We appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna let you in behind the curtain. pre-game production meeting, Lava says to me, take a look at Ohio State's lineup, and he called out names, and he called out numbers. Who's going to stop this person? Cody Johnson's going to do this. Everything that we said and agreed upon has not happened. It's like we mushed it before the first whistle. It's amazing. It's almost as if somebody else put on the Ohio State University's jerseys tonight and came out, because they're not playing anywhere near the way that we thought they were.
They have definitely not. You know, Jabbar Wilson, his box score may not impress you too much so far. 3 points, 6 rebounds, that's pretty nice. Couple of assists too, but the defense that he has played, instrumental part of stifling Cody Johnson, and I thought that was going to be the challenge for tonight for the Jayhawks, and still plenty of action here to go, still plenty of time, but so far challenge met. Kansas. Nice drive, nice bucket right there. That is once again Marlo Fultz. Marlo Fultz came into this game shooting 36%. He is by far the brightest spot in this game so far for Ohio State. He is now 8 for 8, 16 points leading the way.
He's the only spot, to be honest about it. I mean, I'm sorry, no pun intended. He's the only spot for that team that's worth anything right now. And I hate saying it that way, because I am, okay, Lava, you know more than you forgot more than I'll ever know. Why is the Ohio State University taking so much time in their possessions? This is the first possession, but they actually got a shot off without breaking it down to 3 seconds. What is going on?
It's the sort of Ohio State second line. Oh, and there's a nice block. Going back up the other way, has arguably outplayed the first string guys tonight. We don't have Johnson out there right now. We don't have Pagnotti. Webb to the bench. And we're getting a few nice possessions. Let's see what they can do with this one. Shot clock down to 10. Oh, nice drive, and look who it is again. Marlo Fultz. 9 for 9. The lead is cut to 10.
This kid is doing it. He is doing what needs to be done for his team. In a case where I don't know what that pass was, but the good thing they got the points, because that was going to be a conversation on the sideline.
Well, it ended up in Nas Hall's hands, and that's just the 9th point from Nas. He started kind of hot, got things going, but turned the keys over to Pinkert and Vega for most of the midsection of this game. He's back on the board, but Ohio State quickly gets a bucket back, and again, this second string reserve crew, which is upperclassmen heavy, I have to say, has been playing some valuable minutes. There's a tough foul, and that will send Miles to the line, but that goes on Marlo Fultz, and what a nice night for the junior out of Mississippi. Averaging 9.7.
Not just Mississippi. Oxford, Mississippi, baby. Get it right. He's from Oxtown, boy.
He is indeed.
For those of you who have not been to the nation of Mississippi, Oxford is one of the few cities in Mississippi that actually has working electricity and internet. So you're welcome.
You got a college there, right? So
do you
probably got some electrical engineering guys.
Do you know?
It's a good thing we're not covering a different game tonight.
There you go. I know.
Context. Set and setting, as Timothy Leary used to say. Ohio State ball down a dozen. The spin, the attack, the lay won't go, and Nas Hall brings it down, brings it the other way.
Lava, I'm seeing some fun. Please, Lava, you need to pinch me. I almost said fundamental errors. Why are we not seeing white jerseys crash to the bucket after a shot? It's almost as if they're waiting to see if the shot goes in or not. Then they just kind of amble back up the court. Come on, guys, you need to make some stuff happen here. You got a crowd here waiting for you. They're waiting for you. They're begging you to do something here.
They didn't want to see that.
No.
And nice defense, nice anticipation from Hall.
Yes, it was.
Give Nas all the credit there. The freshman is playing older than his years.
Yes, he is. He always has, though. That's what I find interesting about this game. He always has. Even in prep roll, he's always done that, and that's one of the things that we appreciated about his game. Oh, what? Oh, and my goodness.
Too quick for the bigger defender right there. Gets right around and lead back up to 14, and we're under 13 and a half minutes to go. Time start to tick, tick, tick if you're an Ohio State fan. By no means out of this one, but also you've not given these fans in the seats let to cheer about for a minute, but that will help right there. That's Arsen Molyneux, senior.
Yeah.
Only plays 9 minutes a game, just averaging about 2 points, but got an important 2 there.
He still gets a jersey. Come on now.
Hey, that's right.
Give me some, baby. Give me some, boo.
Oh,
what a great pass. What a great pass.
What you can't do is give Madison Miles that good a position.
No.
And Jake Diebler knows it. Calls a timeout here. Going to talk things over. We're going to take... Oh, no, we're not going anywhere. I thought we were taking a break, but we're going to stay right here. Hey, a little bit more maestro time. And
yeah, baby.
Hey, can't
on.
really beat that, can you?
No, you can. And oh, by the way, engage with us. Come on, engage from prep to you. Engage in the locker room. Engage with the V-necks on the sideline. Engage. Reach out. Hit our pods up. Do what you got to do. Get into the stream. Give us a yell. Let us know what you want to think about. Let us know what you want to hear about. Let us know how you want to hear about it. Catch up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. This is our world, baby. Everybody else just trying to live in it. Come on.
See the game, be the game. Only place to see the game, be the game.
Love the way you say that, D-Lock. Love the way you say that.
Well, I love working these games with you. So far, you're loving it. If you're a Kansas fan that made the trip east to Ohio tonight, and so far, the home squad not getting the response Jake Diebler wants from his team. And there you see Rio Bost out there, and he inbounds, and still no Cody Johnson back out on the court. Still no Pagnotti or Webb for Ohio State.
And you think it's a low-key message getting sent right now?
Yeah, I do actually. Oh, and a nice drive by Molinone. He gets it to go.
There we go. You said his name twice, Molinone. Oh.
Uh-oh. Does something happen like Beetlejuice if I do it a third?
Yeah, I think if you do it a third time, it's gonna be some stuff, boo.
Kansas looking for the answer through Madison Miles, and boy, does he have it. He gets that little left-handed, what would you call that, hook curl?
I'm going to call that a slurve.
Call it a bucket. And Davenport on the drive, a little too strong. Not a lot of second chances for the Buckeyes. Dino Ahern back out on the court now, and he's trying to go to work on Elias Eckstein. Can't get it to go, and can't come up with the rebound either. Eckstein up ahead to Felker. Buckeyes trying to get something going quickly here, but yeah, that's not really Felker's shot.
We are aware that
backs and dunks are Felker's shot, by the way, if you're wondering at home.
we are aware that rebounding is a good part of the game. I'm just throwing it out there, trying to be a friend.
Yeah. Not a lot. That won't go there for Kansas, but not a lot of offensive rebounding at all for Ohio State tonight. Just 3 so far in this game, and we definitely need to start getting some second chance opportunities to claw back in this. We're approaching halfway through the second half.
And the time for these shots, one of the best strategic coaches I ever played for used to always say he wanted to keep the score 1 minute for every point that we're behind, because that meant that we had a chance that when it came down to 0 to at least be tied. But that meant a sense of urgency when the shot goes off. And I'm just not seeing that. It's almost as if, we score, we don't.
Oh, Nas Hall gets great position. Can't convert right there, but he gets his board and puts it back up and in. That's a heartbreaker there. 16-point advantage now. Ohio State is lining up some players to come back into this one. Cody Johnson coming in at the next break, and you might want to send him and the cavalry.
Yeah, and the Dunkin' Donuts delivery guy too. Might as well get that in there.
Shot blocked, out of bounds. Just stay down here. 8 seconds left. The possession.
If I may be so bold, lava. I love saying lava. If I may be so bold, Kansas has brought their defense tonight.
Kansas has.
And the idea of them being able to match the defense with their shooting prolificity, as it were. Yep, look that word up. You'll love it. Tastes good in your mouth. They can definitely belie their record playing like this every night.
Oh, boy. Nas Hall heating up once again. He's in double digits now. The lead just keeps on extending. Cody Johnson came into this game averaging more than 20 points in the first three, and he turns it over right there, and he still has not scored in this game. Oof. Well, Dino Ahern called for the foul right there. I don't know what precisely that was about, as we get a few more subs in the game. But it becomes Ohio State ball again, but they are staring at a mountain of a deficit.
It's the mountain. It feels like a planet.
Foul called right there. Jarvis Woodson picks it up. Sends Ohio State to the line. Pagnotti back to the line. And remember, Pagnotti, again, he along with Cody Johnson are not having much of a night. Pagnotti right now, 2 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 5 from deep, 0 of 2 from the free throw stripe. He gets 2 more chances to add to his 4-point total here. And he is short. Wow.
You know what? I'm in a second here. I'm calling my contractor. I need another room in my condo with all the bricks I'm seeing here tonight. And bring extra concrete. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm back. What were we talking about again? I missed something.
Missed them both. 0 for 4. The charity stripe now is Bo Pagnotti. That is remarkable. If there's ever a sign of not your night,
oh boy,
that may be it. And that's going to send Nas Hall back to the line. Chance to extend this lead to 20, and Nas Hall, a deadly free throw shooter. 95% already on the season for Nas Hall. What a talented freshman. What a bright future for him.
Yes. Yeah, and you know, I'm going to say this. I don't think he's even close to touching his high mid-game yet. I think as he gets more comfortable, once that IQ goes up even more, he's just going to be more dangerous, and this is going to translate across the table.
Nas Hall, hoops prodigy out of Brooklyn.
That's right, baby.
Stormed on the scene. Wasn't a big name his first year in SimWorld Prep, but quickly became one.
He made it one, didn't he?
He certainly did. Benefited from a coaching change, got a lot more playing time, and showed off and showed out, and here he is now. A freshman star on one of the best teams in the country, and there is another steal for him.
Oh my goodness, somebody dropped a call there. Somebody must have T-Mobile. It didn't quite go through the way they thought it was.
Well, if you look in the crowd, there's a handful of fans that have already vacated the building.
Yeah.
There's one of the few breaks to go a Buckeye way. Nas just stepped out of bounds right there, but I almost feel like Ohio State. Steve was doing what he can do, but I feel like they have collectively decided that this game is over, or maybe has been for a while.
You know what? Maybe it's that history of geometry final they got to deal with in a couple of days. That's kind of making them look ahead.
Well, it's something because they've had a rough night tonight. 0 points so far for Cody Johnson. He is out there, and this may be he's going to get a chance, but he's going to have to earn it the hard way. He kind of shaking his head there, like, just will nothing go for me tonight. And by and large, if you're wearing a white and red uniform, nothing's going for you tonight at all. Unless your name is Marlo Fultz.
Yeah.
Perfect from the floor, 3 blocks, 4 rebounds, and 18 points on 9 for 9 shooting from Marlo Fultz, his front court teammate of Cody Johnson. But
you know what my man said? It's not my fault. It ain't my fault. I don't know what y'all did tonight. There we go. Oh, it ain't my fault.
Some encouragement from Diebler, but
yeah, you know what? Take the ball. I'm calling for the ball. We want the ball for that point. No, I'm sorry. That's mean. I know that's mean. That's mean.
Pyrex.
Yeah, really. My bad.
Second chance, and that will go. So, Cody Johnson, goose egg avoided. The L, though, looking increasingly nailed on. Last 8 minutes coming up here, and it's an 18-point deficit.
Kansas played their game. Kansas, they came out, they outside ended. The problem was they were so well from the outside and with no response. Pinkard was just like out there camped out in the chair eating popcorn, watching Netflix, and just knocking it down, like, because no one was coming near him. It's like writing love letters. Oh, you know, I miss you so much from the battlefield, whatever. And it's just like by himself all day.
Oh, nice look there from Webb, but the finish just couldn't get it down. Elias Eckstein. Well, that's just been the way. You know what? If you're going to have shots that you should make, that you're missing and everything, just make them all happen tonight if you're Ohio State, because it's not happening for you. It is happening for Charles Pinkard and friends.
Mama, there go that man again.
Rains another deep one.
Yeah, to the shock of everybody.
22 points in the game now for Pinkard, having a night tonight. Well, he hit. I believe he had 9 made threes in a prior game.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. And I think the record, I think the SimWorld U record is 10. I believe that's what our production truck so awesomely gave us there in our ear.
Well, he's got 6 tonight. Ohio State has some subs looking to come in off the bench and not even hurrying, to say the least, in these possessions, the Buckeyes.
No, why?
White flag has been waved.
Yeah, why? You know, just take your time.
Yep.
Just take your time. Just nobody needs to get hurt. Nobody needs to, you know. But I tell you something, though. Ohio State, I'm going to make these guys eat this game tape. I'm going to make them eat it. I'm going to make them watch it, and we're going to break down every single play. I want them to live in this pain for a minute. So no, we can't we certainly can't do that at home. But you can't do that at all in this conference and expect to have anything. You just can't do it.
Cody Johnson still has not made a shot from the field, but he is fouled again, and that will send him to the line with 5:58 to go in this one. Timeout in the game. Kansas on top when we return to close things out in Columbus.
Mom gave you a whole bag of Doritos just because your fish died? Here, boy, I won't hurt you. Bath time.
Billy, are you sharing those Doritos like I asked you to?
She's okay!
All right, we're back. Under 6 minutes to go, and here are some highlights for your player of the game, and I think that's deserved. Charles Pinkard's dialed up 22 so far. 6 for 10 from three-point. He's been huge, but hey, 4 players in double figures for Kansas. Definite team effort. Nas Hall, Madison Miles, Carmelo Vega. And also, want to give some credit, I think, all out Jabbar Wilson, and also the Australian freshman Jackson Whitlock, who played 12 important minutes tonight and played some good defense out there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And Ohio State, I think, is just going to walk away from this one scratching their heads for a while, not understanding how they weren't able to get Cody Johnson unlocked against a team that, on paper, you should have given fits.
Well, if I can kind of channel the Blazer, we all know him as Rick Blaze. They need to be scratching more than they hair. What kind of hair tonight? They need to be scratching some hair still off. I'm just saying speaking of which, I'm sorry, Blaze. I know that was a bad impersonation. That was a bad impersonation. I'm gonna give a shout out everybody who's checking us out across all the various feeds. You know, we're I'm gonna give a yell out to our YouTube family here tonight. Tony Henderson is always doing his thing. Your boy here, Benjamin Alexander, says, don't cause many fouls in the blowout. I'm with you, Benjamin. Guy Killings, the CIA in the house as always. Where's Trayvon Patrick? There is my man. Trayvon Patrick just said, what is he doing? I'm with you, Trayvon. I feel you. Of course, you got the Blazer and the Hizzy tonight. We got the most beautiful man in SimWorld there, B-Ron there. He's everywhere. That's just what's up. You know, that's right. The Blaze.
On all counts. On all counts.
On all counts. Just what he does. What he does. So, you know, just want to appreciate you guys for the support, and ladies for the support. We appreciate everything you do to make this so fun. And you know what? Let's just keep having fun, because it's our world. Everybody else is just a squirrel trying to live in it. All right?
OSU has pulled the starters. Davenport pulls down the rebound. Molyneux has it out there, but just running out the string. Molyneux looking for another bucket. Can't get that one to go. Nice little curl from him. Got him a good look, but couldn't drain it. Kansas. Still starters out there. Nashall, one of them, and that bounces around but won't go down. Davenport, nice dish.
This. I'll be right. Lava, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check the rim. I think there's something. I think there's an alien force field above the rim there.
We're gonna take one more break here, and it's gonna be Kansas going to line when we return. We are back, finishing things up here. Kansas sending Camden Gilroy to the line. He's a 6'9" sophomore. Well, this one hasn't been what the billing made it to be, and what maybe it should have been, but don't forget we do have more SWU hoops coming up after this one. North Carolina traveling to Memphis. Should be a good game between those two teams.
Yes.
You got a favorite in that one?
You know, okay, it's the country boy in me. Mid-South basketball. It's the Mid-South basketball. Memphis has always been one of my favorite programs back when they were just Memphis State before they became Memphis University of Memphis. It's always been one of my favorite programs from back in the day when the very first college football games I went to was Memphis State versus Jackson State, and I remember getting a chance to hang out and talk with some of the players. So, yeah,
I think I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I mean, actually, I think the home, well, we haven't seen it here in this one, have we? But the home court advantage, I like to give the Tigers a little bit of an advantage. Another real close matchup should be North Carolina ranked 11th, Memphis ranked 12th. Memphis 7-4 on the season. North Carolina 4-1, and
Memphis is so tough. They're so tough, Lava. They move up and down the court. They play great transition ball, and guess what? Their style of transition ball actually travels. So and now they don't have to. So
A lot of good college hoops happening in the state of Tennessee this year. Of course, the Vols
But the quote, the quote, one of my favorite wrestlers from Mid-South Wrestling, it's gonna be on tonight, baby. Ohio State gonna come back. Ohio State gonna come back. I can feel it. It's only 3 minutes left, but we gonna get it done here tonight. Y'all gonna be sad y'all left. Okay, I'm back.
Will be a remarkable comeback, but getting some defensive stops would help. 3.5 minutes. The lead is a daunting 19 points. Molino has it outside. He's gonna try three. Gets it to go.
Here we go. See?
Here we go.
See? What I told you. Here we go.
The prophecy is being fulfilled.
Hold on. I'm gonna lace up my flippers. Hold up 1 second.
See Bill Self down the other end of the court instructing Kansas to take a little more time off that clock. He likes the bucket there, but that was not what I think he wanted from the possession. Just looking to get out of here with that W. Lead back up to 20. Oh no, out around that 3-point line. Thought about it a couple times.
Look at that.
Look at that indeed.
Watch out now. Here we go. Hold on. We about to get there. Here we go.
This was a little bit too little too late. Encouraging to see maybe something to take away a positive or two for Ohio State and the increasingly dwindling number of fans here. Give them something to cheer about.
But you know where it's not dwindling? In our feeds across the world. They're hanging tough because they got something going. I'm just saying.
Let's see what they can do with this possession. Off the screen, Davenport. The drive now. Can't get the bucket to go. Kansas up the other way.
Yeah, that might have hurt the comeback there.
That probably did.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back lava lava.
Back in reality.
I'm back in reality lava lava.
Well, hey, what is also real is how impressed I am with what Kansas did tonight.
Yes.
Should mention again Marlo Fultz. Nice night for him for the Buckeyes. Let's not take away what he did here tonight, but boy, Kansas. Charles Pinkard, that man Nas Hall now up to 19. Also has 5 assists in the game. Madison Miles 1 rebound away from a double-double. And you are just a couple days away from that matchup. Michigan, Lorenzo Phenom, going to be traveling to take on number 3 Alabama, and that should be a barn burner.
Oh yeah,
that should be a fun one.
Yes, it will be. You know,
looking forward to that. So put that in your calendar. Go ahead and put that in your Google Calendar right now. Just a reminder.
Yeah, please go on and chalk mark it in your bathroom on the mirror. Do what you got to do, because it's interesting to see. I'm going to use the word, and of course we talked about already. North Carolina, Memphis coming up next, but we could talk about something that we haven't really talked about in a while. There, Lava, and that is the idea of the university powerhouses coming back, where we're starting to see this heightened presence across, football, basketball, baseball, volleyball. Even I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna give a shout out to my old place of business. The University of Georgia hockey team ain't doing that bad either. You never see ice. You never see ice in Georgia except for in a drink. So it's just what it is. It's just interesting to see how college sports, or how prep and college sports are just still the place to go if you want straight entertainment, fun, and watching growth happen. It's just wonderful.
Counting out the last minute and change here of this one. Molino's bucket won't go. Well, gave you some of the positive stat lines from Kansas. For Ohio State and Jake Diebler, there's going to be some definitely to look at hard after this one. Cody Johnson, 4 points, but 0 for 8 from the field. Did not make a shot tonight. 5 rebounds, limited there.
He might change his name to John in the phone book there, He might change his name.
But he wasn't the only one who struggled.
No.
Bo Pagnotti ended up 2 for 13, missed all 6 3-point shots, all 4 free throw attempts. Just a rough night to forget for Bo Pagnotti. Ryan Webb, 9 points on 4 for 9 shooting. Did okay, but just not enough. And Ohio State collectively shooting under 40%.
Yeah, but you know what? Kansas brought their defense. And, oh, by the way, anytime you can make a team say if we would have made half the shots we missed, we still would have lost. That tells you that you brought your defense that night, fam.
Bill Self's Kansas brought it indeed. They brought it hard, and they punched Ohio State in the nose tonight. 21-point victors in a top 25 battle, looking impressive and improving to 6-4. Ohio State falling to 2-2. Remember, 8:30. That's just minutes away. We got our next tip-off coming in Memphis. The Tar Heels taking them on. Thank you for being with us at the only place that you can see the game, be the game.
Hey, what's up, baby? Good. See y'all. Y'all looking great.
Thank you.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready.
All right. Let's see what you got here. Oh, you got them sitting on them big boys? Ooh, yo. Bro, that's clean.
Yeah, I knew you like it, man. I knew you like it.
I just got one problem, though.
What's that?
It's a goddamn robbery, man. Can't be riding around here with 20. You trying to be incognito.
Man, that's all I can
This
get.
ain't gonna work, bro. What we doing?
I wonder what they arguing about. Girl, I told him that shit wasn't gonna work. He don't listen to nothing.
What's that noise?
Okay.
Pop the trunk, man. I know. Pop the trunk, bro. Pop the goddamn trunk, man.
You serious right now?
How you gonna steal the car and then keep the dude in the car that you stole the car from?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my friends. By the way, you have a very nice ride. I really, really, really like it. Can I just reach around you and grab the shotty really quick, really fast? Thank you. Thank you so much. And a few of these bullets. Let's go. Man, I told you to be inconspicuous. Shh. Don't go nowhere.
I'm in that dasher with a vixen. You don't wanna see us blitzing. Underhanded pitching, hit him straight up in his mitten. Hope the Lord forgive him, man. His grandma been praying, been a bad boy since the Pistons. Wipe his nose, ain't no call. Tell his partners come get him. Stuffing yachters with the pigeons. When we talking outside lingo, ain't no talking over digits. Currents over karma, ain't no motherfucking sentence. Tell him black sent you, sir, your people not your feeling. Oh, man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. Man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Come on, Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the three in the clip. Game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The one twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price, push up the stock, build up your name, stir up the pot, piss off the ops. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld, this is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name, said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast fast, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be trippin' with my foes, tippin', shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm Pippin'. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. SimWorld Hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld. 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
Well, hello and welcome in here to our second game of our doubleheader here on CBS. We've got a great matchup for you here out in the Graceland, home of Elvis Presley. We're in Memphis, the FedEx Forum. Memphis Tigers, they share it with the Memphis Grizzlies. I believe we got a couple Grizzlies players on the sideline now, but I'm Bubba here, and I'm with my usual partner, Randy. Randy, how are we doing?
Well, I'm doing great. Can't wait for this game. You know, those who were with us last week, we saw a little bit of a blowout, but I think we got two pretty evenly matched teams right here, Memphis and UNC, and we get to see the man Lacedarius Outlaw in action tonight, and I just can't wait to watch him ball.
Absolutely. I mean, he is quite the player. He's I don't even know what kind of player to call him, but he's a triple-double threat every night. Does a lot of stuff, but he really just scores the basketball. That's what he does best, you know. But he's going to start off slow here, but like you said, two evenly matched teams. We got 11 versus 12, North Carolina versus Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee, and Memphis 7-4, 3-2 in their last 5. North Carolina's 4-1. They really picked it up here. They're starting to look real good. Their defenses look pretty great. The past couple games, and freshman Kasim Porter Jr., kind of their floor general, has really started to come out and show what he can do. So we'll be looking for him to kind of run the show here for this Tar Heel team.
Yeah, Kasim Porter Jr. out of Newark, New Jersey. He's just a very good player with the ball in his hands. Really knows how to run this UNC offense exactly the way they want it to go.
Yeah, the dirty jersey, they call it. I've never been up there, but I hear it's dirty.
It is pretty dirty, Bubba. It is pretty dirty. But keep an eye on number 7 throughout the game. That's Lacedarius Outlaw, who's got the ball in his hands right now. Well, I might have jinxed him there with the turnover and the miss, but the ball will be in his hands a lot tonight.
Ooh, that's Darian Banks there. That's the freak athlete they got. Kind of just that all-around athlete, can do a couple different things, just purely off athleticism. Very raw talent there, Darian Banks out of Clemson, South Carolina. You know, so anyone from Clemson, South Carolina, he's probably got some beef with the entire state of North Carolina. So it is probably somewhat personal for him tonight. Gets the block there on the freshman Kasim Porter Jr. But Tar Heel ball.
Yeah, and Darian Banks, a good player, very good defensively for this Memphis team, and you saw that in action right there.
And Wallace going to take the inbound. North Carolina trying to set up this offense here. You got to watch Kasim Porter now. When he gets the ball, you got to know where everybody else is on the floor, because he will find them if there's an opening. And Wallace with a fancy little step back, and he gets that to go. Ben Wallace, he's been great this year, leading them in scoring 17 points a game out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. He's projected to be a SWBA player come up on next year, junior. 6'7". He plays more like a 2-guard. 6'7", got a lot of length for a guy with his kind of skill set.
And Ben Wallace, a freaky athlete.
Absolutely. He's going to be the one who's drawing the matchup. He's going to draw the matchup with Lacedarius, see if he can contain him, which so far he can. There's Kenneth Corum, young man from Haifa, Israel. With the three there, the bomb from deep. And North Carolina going to start this one off trying to play a little methodical. Really set their offense, get some good shots, because, you know, once that guy LDO gets out running in transition, he can be dangerous. Foul there on Porter Jr.
Gotta be careful. Do not want to get Kasim into foul trouble early for UNC. Need him out there on the floor.
Hey, you do, like we mentioned, he has quickly become their floor general as a freshman. Understands the offense, incredibly high IQ player, coming right out of high school, being able to do all that on the floor. He's a serviceable defender. He ain't nothing special on that end yet, but I do believe he can get there. But mainly his talent comes on the offensive end with his facilitating and his IQ. But he can score the basketball too. Don't discount him there. He can score the basketball, and he's great at playing the passing lane.
He really is a bright spot in this unusually underwhelming UNC recruiting class. He's kind of leading the way for them, and he's looked very good so far this year.
We got a slow one here in this one so far, 4-3, almost 4 minutes in. Van Wallace going to take it right at Lacedarius, can't get it to go, and here's where Lacedarius is dangerous when he can get out and run with it. Good transition defense by North Carolina to stop the ball, make them set up their half-court offense.
Lacedarius is obviously known for his ability offensively, but he's a good defender as well. He can play. He can get you a stop.
I mean, when you're that type of athlete, you should be able to stay in front of people. And there's Darian Banks going to the rack, but that's Sean Hyman, who's just, I would almost say equally as athletic, maybe not quite, but great athlete freshman there. He gets the block there. Stack, Darius Stack Jr., another freshman for this North Carolina team. He's going to draw the foul on Deontay Joyce from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Gets the foul, he's going to go to the line if he can put these in. And one of these teams, they're going to have to find some offense, get it going. Right now we're seeing a defensive battle so far here, Randy.
Yeah, so far so good on the defensive end, Bubba. And, you know, I think these offenses will pick it up. These teams are so talented, so athletic. They're just right now, they're just not getting the ball to go through the hoop. You know, I think both of these defenses are pretty strong to start off this game, but it seems like that missed free throw is just not falling for them so far.
There might be a lid on the basket. I get that lid off the basket, I'll tell you that. Once one of these teams gets rolling, though, other one's going to have to pick it up real quick. Keep up, for both these teams can score in bunches once they get going.
These are two solid defensive teams, especially UNC. They're 12th in the nation in points per game allowed. But still, against this Memphis team, I just can't see it keeping up all game.
It's going to be tough, but I mean, really, you take LDO out of the ball game, if they can keep D'ing up on him like they have so far, you're going to have a good chance at it.
100%, and that was probably, I'm sure that was UNC's focus going into this game, but I just can't imagine LDO is going to be quiet this whole game. It's a good start, but we're still less than 5 minutes in here. He gets cooking a little bit, he's tough to slow down.
But he is. But Van Wallace, the 6'7" point guard, has done a great job so far, and he does another great job there. Got multiple stops on him. Kasim Porter Jr., there's that passing we were looking for. He put that ball right where Sean Hyman was going to be. That's one of the marks of a good passer. He knows where his teammate is supposed to be. He puts the ball there, and he trusts his teammate to get there at the right time. That's beautiful chemistry there from the two freshmen. LDO going to get the screen. He's going to go to the right. Oh, a block there. That's going to be Miles James. And they aren't even giving Kasim Porter Jr. a look at the table right now. He's at the all-you-can-eat buffet, and they ain't going to let him eat. They ain't going to give him a plate. Another block here. We're seeing a block party from both sides here tonight.
Yeah, great defense so far, Bubba.
Which of these teams can really get it up and going first? Ooh, AB Mack almost finds himself crossing that line right there. That's Kenneth Klum, young man from Israel, going to put up another three. He gets to go. And, man, that kid is a sharp shooter. He is an absolute sniper from over there in Israel. He was a gem of a recruit here for Memphis. Plays really well in this system.
Yeah, Bubba, he's got all 6 so far for the Tigers. And, if he's shooting like that, that's exactly what they need right now to relieve the lack of production they're getting from LDO to start this ball game.
Absolutely. You're always in a game when your shooters are shooting. Kasim Porter Jr., though, he says, I can facilitate, I can go get myself a bucket, too. I'm a big fan of this kid's game. He has already expanded his offensive skills. Scoring talent, we know that offensively he could facilitate coming out of high school, but he's already expanded his scoring ability quite a bit here in his freshman year at UNC.
Kasim's so talented, obviously just a freshman, excited to see where he'll end up, get some improvement in throughout the year and next year and then end up in the SWBA. Great defense there from UNC.
Oh my God, that was Kadarius Stack Jr. 2 blocks in a row there on KB Mack. Said absolutely not. I do not think so. Because Kadarius Stack Jr., he's one of those guys, he's got a lot of length. He's a decent athlete. He's not anything, above average for a D1 athlete, but he's incredibly long, and he is very well timed on the defensive end. We saw that in his time in prep ball, and we're seeing it here in SimWorld U as well. Sean Hyman will have to hoist a 3, and that's not the shot you're looking for.
And going back to Stack, at 6'11", 221, like you talked about, not the most athletic guy on the floor, but he's got that long, lengthy build. He's so strong down there that, it really allows a lot of versatility.
And it does, but KB Mack gets him right back with the turnaround. KB Mack, he is a great post scorer. He's been a little underwhelming so far this year, but the Tar Heels are going to take a timeout here. I figure something out. Both teams still yet to reach double digits. We are almost 8 minutes into this game.
Essendo pozza di bruciato.
Non sono io l'infiltrato. Mi mancate di rispetto. Le vostre madri si vergognerebbero di voi.
Parla proprio come noi!
Welcome back here. We got a low-scoring ball game on our hands, Randy. 9-8 North Carolina leads. Memphis has struggled to really get any shots going on the interior. KB Mack had that turnaround and then 2 Kenneth Klum threes. But neither of these teams really finding their rhythm. What are you looking for from Memphis to try and get something going?
Yeah, but from Memphis, I think it's going to be as simple as you got to get LDO going. He's the best player on the floor. Memphis, if they want to get anything going offensively tonight, they're going to need it. In the meantime, before he gets it going, exactly what they're doing right now. Have their support guys just hitting their shots, making some tough buckets. That's what they're going to need to hang around in the game until they do get LDO picked up here.
And that might be, getting them come off some high ball screens or anything like that. Maybe even have him go off ball a little bit, see if he can run around his defender a little bit, run him through some screens, and just try and give some space to start creating. But so far, North Carolina has done a superb job, specifically Bam Wallace, who's been matched up with him and keeping him under wraps. But a good bucket there. That's going to be Kamarian Bracken. Gets that one to go. A little slithery guy into the lane there. Like LDO is going to get a rest. He's not on the floor for them right now. We'll see what their reserves can do here. Maybe they can get a spark coming off the bench. And shake and bake there. That's going to be Jalen Smallwood, the freshman out of Florida. And he's going to leave Kasim Porter Jr. wondering where his keys are.
Yeah, Jalen Smallwood, I mean, that's what he does. You know, he knows how to get himself a shot. He knows how to create it when there's not much there. And freshman, I mean, he showed you his ability right there.
Ooh, another block here. We had a block party so far. I believe that was Ave Cloud there who got the block there on that possession. They're going to come back the other way, trying to take their first lead of the game here. Memphis can this possession. It's going to be Darius Banks to the right. Draws the foul. Miles James with the foul. And Darian Banks going to head to the free throw line. The chance to give Memphis their first lead. Not an exceptional free throw shooter. Small sample size, but shooting below 20% on the year from the free throw line. So going to see if he can maybe improve those numbers here, Randy.
Yeah, it's not great, Bubba. Less than 20%. I mean, the free throw line is just, I mean, pretty unheard of. But, you know, sometimes you just not seeing the bucket well. So let's see if he can turn it around starting right now.
There you go. Let's go at least bring that up a little bit. Right here,
So
he
far,
can give
Bubba,
Memphis
just
their
quickly.
first lead. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just quickly want to mention, I mean, how good of a game we got going on right here. I know it's been a little slow, you know, but it's really been, it's not been poor offense even. It's been really great defense. You know, we got two good teams going at it, number 11 at number 12. So just want to appreciate that for a second. Nice battle so far in this first half.
And aren't we so blessed to get some wonderful basketball here on a Tuesday night on CBS in the great city of Memphis. We did some exploring. We did some exploring of the city today. Made a whole trip out of it, you know. So, I mean, glad to be here. Home of Elvis Presley. That's what they always say. Kadarius Stack Jr. is going to get called for the legal screen and offensive foul there for Kadarius Stack Jr. and it's going to go the other way.
And it really is a great city, Bubba. We got check out the Peabody Hotel. If you haven't heard of it, it's where the Ducks come out and greet you throughout the day. So that was great to experience that with you, Bubba. Really enjoyed that.
Beautiful, beautiful time. Oh, great pass to the corner. That's going to be Jalen Smallwood who gets the three to go, and they were looking for a spot off the bench, and it looks like Jalen Smallwood is going to be their guy.
Yeah, it's just great energy from the freshman. You know, he can shoot, and he can create his own shots. His only average is just under 6 points per game, and he's got 5 right here off the bench. Let Smallwood get hot, he could do some damage. Love to see this out of the freshman.
Very quick, very good score. He's just kind of waiting for his opportunity, and that opportunity may be coming tonight for him. Memphis with another stop on the defensive end. His reserves for Memphis have come in, and they have provided this spark that they were looking for. Trying to keep that going. Oh, and another illegal screen. These refs got their panties in a wad. They're calling all kinds of things. I don't want to see no illegal screen calls. I want to see some buckets. I want to see some dunks. I want to see some threes. I'm not looking for no illegal screen. Somebody talk to these refs.
I get you, Bubba, but you got to give the defense a chance too. You know, if they're gonna run those, little slightly moving picks. You know, I like to see it called. I like some good defense. Give them a chance.
Well, I mean, as long as they're consistent, with their calls. Jalen Smallwood's gonna show up on the defensive end as well as he gets the stop. Kasim Porter Jr. down low. Pass inside, back out to Smallwood. Smallwood over to Shiloh Lake. Shiloh Lake gets it to go. Young man from South Carolina, another freshman. There's quite a few freshmen. This is a very, very young Memphis team here. We got, on this Memphis squad, we're looking at 6 freshmen. And then we are looking at 3 sophomores and only 1 senior. No juniors on this squad. This team's going to have some space to grow. Yes, these sophomore players will be eligible for the draft this upcoming year. The freshmen will not, but they're going to have a lot. They're going to have a lot of time to progress as a team.
Hey, who's this?
Oh, that's Kyle. He aced his 5th grade geography class. You see, now that we're using FedEx to ship globally, I have to learn all the countries again, so I brought in Kyle as a consultant. Did you know that we have customers in Czechoslovakia?
Actually, it's called the Czech Republic.
Yes, Kyle. You are a lifesaver. You know, without Kyle, I never would have heard of that new country called Buttheadistan.
We understand you want to grow internationally. FedEx serves over 220 countries and territories.
Car's all yours.
Thanks. Cars.com's expert reviews made it easy, but...
Shouldn't there be more back and forth? You missed the drama, right? Yeah. Maybe this will do the trick.
Oh, it's a puppy.
Not a puppy, a wolf.
What now?
He's a wolf. And that is its incredibly protective mother.
Put the wolf down.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yep. Okay.
Welcome back here. Memphis gone on a little run, 8-0 run since they brought their subs in, and it's kind of spacing the comfortable cushion that maybe you bring LDO back in, let him go to work. But we talked about what Memphis needed to do, and they went with their guys off the bench to give them that spark. Jalen Smallwood been sensational. What does North Carolina got to do? Hemorrhage some of this bleeding back into this and get some scoring going again. They haven't scored in the last 4 minutes of game time.
Yeah, for the Tar Heels offensively, they just look very stagnant right now. You know, just kind of relying a little bit too much on Hakeem Porter. Obviously, he's a great player, but, you know, he's not the type of scorer who's just going to dominate the game. So we'd like to see a little more movement offensively from the Tar Heels and maybe get Hakeem facilitating a little more.
Absolutely never a bad play to put the ball in his hands and let him pass it. But if he's going to pass it, somebody else is going to have to move and get the shot. That's kind of the thing about a facilitator.
You know what, Bubba, the guy we haven't really talked about much offensively, we've been talking about him defensively, is Bam Wallace. Let's get him the ball. He's their leading scorer. See what he can do for them.
So North Carolina gets an open three, but cannot get that one to fall. That's Julian Marks off the mark on that one. Memphis with a chance to extend their lead. Jalen Smallwood got the ball back in his hand.
It looks like LDO's still on the bench.
Might as well give him some rest. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Down to KB Mack. A mismatch on Bam Wallace. Got a lot of size on him, and he's going to use it with the drop step, go right to the rim, off the backboard. Beautiful play there by KB Mack in the post.
Well, KB Mack, so far so good from him tonight. 6'10", 230. He's a big boy.
That's a big boy. That's a load in the post. Marion Bracken probing the defense, trying to find something, some kind of hole. Memphis defense looking very good, staying on top of their matchups, not letting anybody get free, and that's going to be Bracken to the rim. Can't get it to go. Gets his own board out. Bam Wallace with it. Got the much smaller Jalen Smallwood covering him, and another illegal screen. Randy, is this is what you wanted? This is what you want? Just illegal screen after illegal screen. Is this the country that you want?
Listen to me, Bubba. I love defense, and you know what? Maybe our audience doesn't love it. They want to see some points. I love nothing more than some good defense. And if they're gonna set illegal screens, I want it called. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, look, if that's the America that you want, I can't fault you. You got your own opinions. That's fine. Illegal screens, whatever now. Marion Bracken being aggressive to the rim, can't get it to go again, but he will draw the foul, and he will go to the line. See if he can get the lid off this bucket, this team. And you see right there, Lacedarius Outlaw sitting on the bench next to Penny Hardaway. Coach Hardaway, we all know him. I had a pair of his shoes back in high school. I mean, that is Coach Hardaway. He's got some. He knows what it takes to make the SWBA. He knows what it takes. So I mean, that's a big draw for players to come to Memphis, play under his tutelage, and he's had a pretty good coaching career here at the SimWorld U level after his pretty impressive playing career. 137 and 68 in his time here as a coach in 7 years. Got a 67% win percentage. And as I said, I mean, he can always draw a big recruit because he knows what it takes to make the next level.
Yeah, it's a good call there, Bubba. And Memphis, probably not the easiest city to recruit in, in college compared to all the big, beautiful universities they got out there. But with Penny at the helm, Memphis is still a great, vibrant city, and they love their hoops down here. So, kind of loved that Memphis and Penny, the way they mesh together.
I mean, absolutely. It's a basketball town, that's for sure. Can't get that to go. Good defense by UNC. Sean Hyman with the board. They're going to get out and run. We'll have to set up this half-court offense here. Great transition defense from the Tigers. There, just can't get it to go. Sean Hyman with the board, puts it back up. Sean Hyman, as we mentioned, great athlete, 6'9", but plays bigger than 6'9". Very strong, very athletic inside presence, And he can occasionally kind of pop out, do a little more from outside, but not really his game. A great defender and great inside presence for his size.
Yeah, Sean Hyman played volleyball growing up, and you can kind of see it with his, with his ability to get up there. He's probably at the front of the net swatting down volleyballs back in the day.
That's a scary dude to go up against on the volleyball court, I'll tell you that. I mean, I didn't play volleyball any kind of seriousness, but I played some beach volleyball, and seeing a 6'9" kid who can jump like that at the front, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want to go up against that.
Definitely not, Bubba, definitely not.
Oh, Kamarian Bracken gets the screen from Sean, and he does the old slippery slide it to the rim, call it slip and slide, and gets the finish.
You know what I've noticed, Bubba, this UNC offense, like we talked about, they're starting to move it around a little more, a little less ISO ball, getting guys all around and making some nice plays here.
Oh, Jalen Smallwood, there he is again with the body control in the air to switch from his left to his right and use the rim as a deterrent for the defender there, gets it to go. What a move there from the freshman. And I'll tell you what, Randy, you're watching this game from Jalen Smallwood and you're thinking he's earning himself more minutes with every play.
Definitely. I mean, he's just been on fire tonight since he's come in. And also just love the offense there from Memphis. I mean, that pick and roll is just a thing of beauty. Let Smallwood get to the rim and just a fantastic finish from the freshman.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, it's a 7-point game. We're approaching 5 minutes left in this first half. And North Carolina going to try to get some momentum going. LDO still sitting the bench. Been sitting the bench since about the 12.5-minute mark here. And Memphis doing just fine without him. And, as much as we all want to see the star play right now, this is good sign for Memphis, not just in this game, but for the rest of the season. You want to know your team can perform without their one-man show in LDO. So, if you're Coach Hardaway, you obviously want to see see LDO perform, do his best because he is your guy. But it is comforting to know your team can get it done without him on the floor. Oh my Lord, Jalen Smallwood.
Yeah, they just got bailed out there. Offensively, they had absolutely nothing going. UNC was doing a fantastic job. There's a little good movement from Memphis, but the Tar Heels were all over. And then Smallwood with a tough jumper there to just bail them out of that possession. He's just on fire on this play.
They can't get nothing to go on the offensive end either. North Carolina can't. It is, but we got a lot of ball to play. Only a 9-point game. Steal there. That's going to be Kieran Haslam with it. He's going to go the other way. He's going to be aggressive. Going to kick it out to Bracken. They're going to reset the offense here.
Again, just the spacing here is so poor. They just got 3 guys just clogging up the middle of the Tar Heels right now. You're getting it easy on Memphis.
No spacing here. We know that shooting ain't quite their strong suit. Shooting about 39% from the three-pointer. That's not too bad, but only on about six made threes a game. Their shooting is not not the highlight of this team.
And Bubba, back to that LDO conversation. It's great that Memphis is doing very well without him, but I'm surprised. And I'm a little concerned. Is he all right down there on the bench? Because the fact that we haven't seen him in about 10 minutes now is pretty surprising. I know they're playing well.
It looks like he's at the score table about to check in. They're gonna bring him in for the last 2 to 3 minutes of this one. Maybe they can get him going, just get him some momentum going into the second half. They can get him going on top of this lead that the rest of this team is built. That's going to be dangerous for North Carolina. They're going to have to really pick up their pace of play here. Another miss there. This one gets it to go, and that's going to be a big one. That's not Haslam, I apologize. That's Jamarian Shuey. He gets that one to go. That's a big one momentum-wise for this North Carolina team. And you know what else is big? When you share SimWorld with a friend. Sharing is caring. You don't want to leave them out of this incredible experience, this immersive experience. And you know what? Not only is it going to be good for your relationship with that friend because you turned them on to something so good, but also you're going to get some cash in your pocket. You're going to get some EMs for a referral bonus. They're going to get some cash in their pocket for a signing bonus if they're a head coach or a super fan. So bring them on in. Let them do their thing. Let them join the fastest growing online sensation in sports roleplay that you're ever going to find. And just don't be selfish. You can direct them to simworldsports.com or discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. Go ahead, get on in there. Bring your friends, bring your family. Bring your moms, your grandmas, your aunts, your dads, your grandpas, grandpappies, whatever you want to call them. Get them in there. See the game, be the game. You know how we do it. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Yeah, and also, Randy, I think it's important that everyone remember to drink their water as well and stay hydrated.
Yeah, I agree. I agree there, but water is life. That's what they used to tell me back in middle school.
That's so true. That is so true. Here he is, Randy. Here's the guy, LDO, back in the game. We're going to see what he's going to do. He's going to start off going right at it. The layup to go. That's his first bucket of the game.
That's what I was excited to see tonight, Bubba. Man, look at him play. Hey, that kid's a baller. And, been sitting for about 10 minutes, comes back in, just a beautiful layup to get himself started here.
Stayed ready, stayed hot. Great defense by Memphis on the other end. They're out and running again. LDO deferring. He's going to go off ball, come off a screen, and find him at the top of the key. And he's going to work. He's going to work now. He's going to work now. Draws the foul. Can't get it to go. That foul's going to be on Kamarian Bracken. And LDO's going to go to the line. He's one of those guys that he is tough to guard. Sometimes you just got to foul him. Sometimes you just got to foul him.
I mean, that was their only option there. He was just putting guys on skates. And again, this Memphis offense compared to this UNC offense, I mean, look at all the movement, look at all the screens they're setting, off-ball screens as well. Meanwhile, North Carolina, it's just we got guys clogged up everywhere. That's really the problem right now for the Tar Heels.
That it is. It's been a clogged lane for them offensively. And Memphis is finding ways to score on the other end. North Carolina going to have to figure something out here at halftime. Hubert Davis have to get his guys kind of rallied up. Find a way to get more energized, moving more on offense, setting those screens, getting guys open. But right now it's just not happening. LDO knocks it down. 10-point lead, first double-digit lead of the game. North Carolina going to see what they can do about that. Bracken with it. He's going to go to the lane. Tough layup. Great contest there from Memphis. They're going to come the other way again.
Yep, and again, too easy for the Tigers on defense right now. And I actually do think the Tar Heels defense is playing pretty well, even though they're letting up some points here. I mean, Memphis just hitting some tough shots, but offensively for the Tar Heels, you get away from them if they don't start picking it up.
And they could. Great board there. Get the second chance for Memphis there. Over to Smallwood. We got Smallwood and LDO both in the game right now. Two guys you really got to keep your eye on. Smallwood to the rack. Can't get it to go. Great defense. North Carolina going to try to get some more points here before the half. Try and drum up some momentum. Bracken with it again up top. We haven't seen Kasim Porter Jr. in quite a while either for this UNC squad. Bracken just holding that ball. He's going to take a tough turnaround, and he's been a little too aggressive for my liking, but great board and put back there for Skyland Smith Jr.
Yeah, that was what they needed there because, again, the offense just nothing going. But, sometimes an offensive rebound is what you need to get you sparked.
Sometimes it is. Well, Memphis going to hold for the last shot of the half here. Ball in LDO's hands. He's got Haslam guarding him. He's going to throw the lob up. And what an athletic move by Advait Clough from Wichita Falls, Texas. Go up, get that ball, and lay it in.
That was beautiful, Bubba.
Off the rim there for North Carolina. But that's going to be it for the first half. 32-22. Number 12, Memphis leads number 11, North Carolina at home. It's been a great game so far. Good defense. Memphis has found a little bit of a groove here. Towards the end of the first half. But, Randy, I know we talked about how they've been stagnant on offense. Well, what's your game plan here? We haven't seen a lot of Bam Wallace for the last 10 minutes. Didn't see a lot of Kasim Porter Jr. You're Coach Hubert Davis in the locker room right now. What are you telling your guys?
Yeah, I'm telling my guys, listen, we're playing hard, right? It's obvious that the Tar Heels are playing hard, so keep up that effort, keep up that intensity defensively. Right now, it's just not smart basketball on the offensive end, right? So get into our star players' hands, get Kasim and Bam involved, and let's get a little more movement, set some more screens, and get maybe some open looks.
Well, it certainly won't hurt. They can't, you just got to be careful. You want to get those open looks, not let Memphis run out and get a bigger lead. But that's going to be it the halftime show. We're going to see y'all here in the second half here in Memphis. Welcome back here for the second half of this North Carolina-Memphis game. As we talked about earlier, got to see some offensive movement here for North Carolina because right now Memphis has got them stuck. Very low-scoring game. Probably expected a higher scoring game out of these two teams, Randy, but hey, look, we got what we got, and it's been fun to watch. I mean, let's just see what they come out in the second half. Maybe it'll be more up-tempo. Maybe it won't. Maybe North Carolina makes a comeback. Maybe they don't. And that's what's so exciting about this sport. You never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and that's what we love about this game, Bubba. And I do think we will get a pretty intense second half here. North Carolina is too good to just let this game slip away from them here. I think they'll keep it close. You know, even if they don't tie it up or take the lead, I think we will have a competitive second half. They're just too good to just get blown out of this building, in my opinion.
Well, let's hope that they agree with that and they're confident enough to make that happen. Ball screen there for Kasim Porter Jr. Going to come off. He's going to get the three. Can't get it to fall. Not a great start here for this North Carolina team as Shiloh Lake going to bring it the other way down to Deonta Joyce. Can't get it to go.
No, but not a great start. Not a great start, but I already like a little bit more of what I'm seeing from the UNC offense. At least, you know, they got Kasim open on a few off-ball screens there, so they're at least giving them a chance to get some better looks here.
Oh, and they're going to call the block on Cloud there. The Memphis faithful kind of upset on that one. They thought he had his feet set, but refs thought differently. Inbound. And go to Julian Marks. Can't get it to go. And, man, this North Carolina team is just struggling to get the ball to go in the basket right now. You'd think maybe switching sides would have helped a little different goal, but not so far.
And this UNC team, they average 78 points per game. They're not even close to that mark right now. You got to give credit where credit is due to this Memphis defense. They've played very well tonight, but yeah, a little disappointed from this UNC offense. Really expected a lot more out of them, Bubba.
You and me both. I was expecting kind of a running gun game tonight. We've seen a defensive matchup and great block there. That's going to be Kamarian Bracken with the block. It's going to force a shot clock violation. That's some momentum there. That's good. That's good stuff. And so North Carolina
this UNC defense. Yeah, this UNC defense. You know, you can't complain about how they've been playing. Really, you know, they're holding down this pretty talented Memphis team offensively, and a lot of the buckets Memphis hitting are tough shots.
And there you go. Bracken going to find the cutting Julian Marks for the slam there. See if that lights a fire under the boots of this North Carolina team.
Yeah, that's just absolutely beautiful basketball there, and that's, you know, kind of what I was alluding to before. The UNC offense, even though they struggled to start the second half. I did like what I was seeing movement-wise out of them, and, you know, there you go. Leads to a beautiful jam.
Jalen Smallwood gonna go right back at it, right where he left off in the first half. He's just a bucket. He's an absolute bucket.
Very impressed with the way he's playing tonight, Bubba.
Back in Julian Mark's hand, they're gonna go down low to Kadarius Stack. Trying to get something going here with a two-man game. It's going to be Haslam to the bucket, gets it to go. Here we go. Here's some back and forth.
Yeah, they look a lot more settled in here.
Yeah, they do. They're comfortable. They're ready to hoop.
I'm curious when we will see some Bam Wallace action.
Yeah, still not on the court. Great block there from Kadarius Stack Jr. He's got a handful of them today in this one so far. Looking good on the defensive end. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. Welcome back here. Point game here, UNC with the ball. As I mentioned, Kadarius Stack Jr. He's got 3 blocks now. He's doing his thing on the defensive end. But other than that, I mean, this UNC team, they're struggling to score. Marion Bracken's leading them in scoring with 6. Meanwhile, on the other end, we've talked about him a lot, but Jalen Smallwood, he's 5 for 6 in the field, 11 points. He's leading this Memphis team, and he's just been nearly unstoppable. There you go right there. That's going to be Julian Marks going to get another bucket to go. He's been their scorer here in the second half so far.
His UNC offense has looked 10 times better, I mean, at least to start the second half. You know, a lot of movement from them, hitting some tougher shots, but for the most part, I mean, these shots haven't been too tough. You know, they're doing a lot better to get open looks. And the kid from Guyana there with a nice bucket, Julian Marks.
Running out of time on the shot clock, going to kick it out, find Shiloh Lake. Can't catch a break for this UNC team. Open man there. Thinks the long two.
A beautiful ball movement from Memphis there. Shiloh Lake finds a little soft spot and the defense gets open, and then nice job to just stick that one in the hoop.
There is Stack Jr. He's got a mismatch, but he's going to back it out. Not much of an offensive post guy. It's in his bag every once in a while, but really more of a defender, rebounder. And he is a post guy, so another missed shot there for North Carolina. Memphis the other way, gets it to go. And that's going to be Devontae Diaz, Miami, Florida with that one.
And defense by Memphis from Shiloh Lake, and they just come right back down and get a nice lay-in.
And Marion Shuey, Shelby, North Carolina.
Again, good shot there from UNC. They needed that one because they were going a little bit cold again, and Memphis starting to heat up.
Trying to just control this, but just stay within striking distance is all they can really do right now. Great board there for Kadarius Stack. Going the other way, Shuey being aggressive again, right to the rack. And there you go. Find your guys who are on, and start getting them to get you some buckets. And that's what this North Carolina team looks like they're doing. They're trying to play a little fast. Maybe trying to speed this game up a little right now.
Look at Smallwood still out there. You know, no LDO on the floor, and Smallwood still just, he's been a lot of playing time tonight, the freshman.
I mean, he's balling out. You stick with the hot hand, right? And there's going to be a foul on Stack. Yeah, he really has. I've been excited to watch this freshman play. He is showing out. And like I said earlier, this is the kind of game where you wait for your moment, right? You stay ready for your moment as a freshman, especially with a program like a Memphis or North Carolina, any of the big basketball programs. You wait for your moment. You may not get it for the first few games, whatever, but eventually this moment's going to come, and tonight it's come for Jalen Smallwood, and he was ready, and he is truly taking advantage of it so far in this one. But KB Mack can't take advantage of the free attempts he gets there. And it looks like we're going to see the starters kind of sub back in here for North Carolina. Miles James coming back in. We got Bam Wallace coming back in, see if he can get a spark with some fresh legs. And I believe Kasim Porter is going to check back in for him as well. There's the LDO. And so this game's back home. We're going to see who we started with now.
And Bubba, it's a 7-point game. We got a really good game here. I mean, UNC hasn't been playing their best basketball, but like we said, they're right in this. Don't think they're going to let this one get slipped too far out of reach. So I think we should have a good finish here in these last 14 minutes.
Well, I hope so. I do love some good ball. There's Bam Wallace down low with, LDO. He's going to get the block on him, but Bam Wallace gets it back, puts up a quick one, gets it to go. Great defense by LDO, but great hustle and follow-up from Bam Wallace to get the second chance to go.
Yeah, just unlucky there. It was great defense, and Bam Wallace kind of threw up a weird one after he picked up his own rebound and got it to fall. Don't ask how you do it.
It's all right with me if it's weird if it goes. Oh, great dish from KB Mack, but Deonta Joyce tried to slam that too hard, and it's not going to go. Just take the easy one. You don't got to do all that. Just put the ball in the bucket. And Wallace to Miles James, can't get it to go. Great defense. Got a hand on that one.
I know Bam Wallace got the bucket on the last possession, but I think there might be a lot of confidence there because he's just going to take that himself. He made the move, got around the defender, and then just kind of dished it out into the double team.
Yeah, I mean, but there it is, and he did what he did, and they're going to come back get another chance on this end after great defense again from the freshman Kadarius Stack on the senior KB Mack. Garnheimer trying to set up this offense, looking for some movement. Back over to him, running some off-ball action. Back in Kasim Porter's hands. He's going to fire the three. Can't get it to go. And he's had a tough time getting those three balls to fall. They've been in and out almost every time for the freshman Kasim Porter Jr. Oh, LBO. That's the LDO we know. Hitting tough mid-ranges, hitting shots from everywhere. And they got to be careful about letting him get going right now.
A beautiful move there from LBO. Hits a nice tough shot. Again, seeing him back in the game is just a good time for Memphis if he's hitting those.
He's going to run this time. Watch out. Got to get in front of him. And it's plumb to the rack. A block from Miles James. It really had. Oh, and they're going to say it went off of Deonta Joyce, who was on the ground. They're going to say it bounced off of him. And so it's going to be Tar Heel ball.
But real quick on Kasim Porter, he's been struggling today, obviously offensively, shooting the ball. But if you're Kasim, you can impact this game in so many ways by moving the ball, by playing good defense, right? So don't check out, don't let these missed shots get you down. Just play your game and try and make an impact somewhere else if the buckets aren't falling for you.
That's all you can do. You got to do what you can for your team. Kasim Porter Jr. Another missed bucket from him. He's having a tough night from a scoring standpoint. Deonta Joyce the other way, gets it to go. Great hoop with the contest from Kadarius Stack. It's back up to a 9-point game. You're under the 12-minute mark here. And Coach Hardaway's got his team up 9 right now. And hey, if you really want to be up and laugh, and if you love SimWorld, go ahead and like the stream. Reminder that we do not get to go eat. We're going to head on out to Beale Street after this out here in Memphis. But we ain't going to, you got to like the stream. You got to like the stream, comment on it. Stay engaged, share, and again, share it with your friends. We talked about that earlier, but continue to share it with your friends. I see Benjamin Alexander out there commenting, staying engaged. Coach Simpson, as always. I'm a Problem is out here. Trayvon Patrick. I see B-Ron out there. I know B-Ron gets a little wild sometimes during these games, but he's out there, looks like behaving himself. Israel Hannibal. I mean, all of y'all, thank you so much for being here. Keep commenting, liking. And you know what? Go a little above and beyond. Go and follow all the SimWorld social media accounts at SimWorld4K. Find it on Instagram, Twitter, or X as the kids are calling it, TikTok, and SimWorld Sports on Facebook. And don't forget, you can find us on Reddit now. I don't know much about Reddit, but they told me that you should all be going to hit us up on Reddit at r/SimWorldSports. That's r/SimWorldSports. Spread the word, spread the love, spread the C in the game, spread the B in the game. It's what you do. It's what you do if you care. Oh, and shout out, I see Jalen out there too. Sorry, I missed you, Jalen, but I see you out there. See you out there. Good job. And Wallace gonna get a thunderous one to go there. And we're gonna get another timeout from the Tigers. And Randy, so we got a 7-point game here. We're just under the 12-minute mark. North Carolina is doing their best. We're seeing flashes of it. What do they need to keep doing? What are we seeing from both these teams? How can they change the outcome of this game right now?
Yeah, so first of all, for the UNC side, Bam Wallace, you saw him with the jam there, the Bam jam. And, keep getting him the ball. He's looking good out there. I like to see him play with a little more confidence, and I think he's starting to, it's starting to come down. You saw that beautiful dunk there. You saw him make a few nice moves. Get your star player the ball more. And meanwhile, you got Kasim Porter. He's kind of struggling a little bit. Like we talked about, if you're Kasim, you still want him in this game right now. You need him in this game, so have him try to make an impact somewhere else besides scoring. You can move the ball around, play great defense. You can just facilitate how they run the court. You need Kasim involved, some pressure off him, have some other supporting cast guys that's tough.
Well, that sounds good enough to me. We'll see if they can execute it. But, this North Carolina team is 16 for 45 as a team from the field tonight. Just not their night from a scoring standpoint. They're really going to have to grit their teeth here on defense and grit their teeth on the offensive end, too. Get inside, get some buckets to go. That's their only option here. But what are you supposed to do there? Great body control from LDO in the air there. And that is a tough lay.
Very tough bucket there from LDO. And if he's going to play like this throughout the stretch of the second half, it will be very tough for UNC to mount a comeback. But they got a Bam Wallace on their team, so let's see what he can do for them.
And Bam, Shambalam, Ring-a-ling, Ramajama. That's Bam Wallace right there with a little dunk shot.
Both of the stars, both teams really starting to heat up here in the second half, and this is great basketball down the stretch here, brother.
Well, it's time to turn it on, and that's what they're doing. Great defense there from Stack. Won't let Matt get it to go, and this Memphis crowd is absolutely roaring right now, trying to help will their team to a win here over the number 11 team in the country. Just coming off a win against Tennessee, who was dropped, but it's still a great team. And this Memphis team is just looking for statement win after statement win, and this one here tonight on CBS will be a big win for them.
It will be in this crowd, Bubba. Like you mentioned, they've been awesome all night, and this is a basketball town. They're absolutely loving the number 12 Tigers this year.
Gonna get the ball to LDO, see if he can go to work. Got the 6'7" Bam Wallace guarding him. AB Mack with the screen. That's gonna give LDO enough space to put up the jumper, and he gets it to go. He's got 10 now in this one. Started off slow for LDO, but he's really getting it going here.
He's nasty. He's putting the defenders on skates. Just a little bit room for a jumper, and he just makes it look easy.
And there he goes. Kasim Porter Jr. finally gets a 3 to fall. That'll be his first 3, only his second bucket of the night, but it comes at a huge time. Very timely bucket here. That's going to cut this lead to 6.
Massive. UNC needed that badly, and that's their guy, Kasim Porter. He's stepping up. He's been struggling, but this team, they're a good, seasoned team.
LDO with the tough fader, and he gets it to go. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that?
There's nothing you can do better defensively there. This crowd's loving it, man. I don't think they can believe what they're seeing. That was just pure nastiness.
Kasim Porter Jr. going to go to the rack, gets it to go, and here we go. We're going to get somebody going. Both him and Bam Wallace starting to heat up a bit on the offensive end. That's exactly what this North Carolina team needs right now to match LDO, his output on the other end in this half.
Oh, but how good is this? We got both these team stars really stepping up down the stretch. This is awesome.
Over to KB Mack. Great movement here from Memphis. LDO's got a mismatch with the 6'11". They stack on him to the rim. They get a stop on LDO. That's big. Onto Joyce, gets the board, and the and one to follow it up. That is a momentum killer here in North Carolina. That's going to hurt. They got the stop on LDO, but allowed the second chance and fouled him on the putback. There's a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play here from Joyce.
And what I'm seeing from this Memphis team just makes me just so confident in their ability to win big games. I mean, you got LDO, he was starting out struggling, and then even there, now he's turning up, misses a bucket, but then you got another guy just stepping up and getting the job done.
It's a gritty team here. LDO might be somewhat of a flashy guy, but as a whole, this Memphis team is a pretty gritty team. Grit and grind is what their SWBA team goes by, Memphis Grizzlies, and this Memphis Tigers team seems to have taken on a similar persona here. Oh, great pass out there. Ben Wallace going to pass up the three. Try to get to the rack. Oh, can't get the slam to go. And that would have been a big momentum play, but cannot put it in. Oh, what a dish there. And Kenneth Klum smokes that rebound.
Man, that was an easy bucket for Kenneth Klum. You got to finish that at the rack.
Oh, and Darian Banks, so that's not an easy bucket, but he gets that one to go. 10-point game here. Here we go. Crowd on their feet, standing for their defense.
UNC's going to need something here. Don't want to let this get away from you. At 10 right now.
Absolutely huge possession here for UNC Tar Heels. Back there, that's Miles James. That's a big one there. They needed that on that possession. See what they can do on the other end. Got to put together some
Miles James.
You gotta string together some stops here if you're the Tar Heels. AB Mack with it up top. LDO coming off some screens. And Wallace still defending him. LDO to the rack. He is hard to stop. They aren't making it easy on him. It don't matter. He's hitting the tough one.
And not sure what else you can do here, Bubba, besides maybe just doubling him straight up, because Bam's playing really good defense there. And I don't know how LDO got that one up and over and the bucket. That's a thing of beauty.
Look how clogged it's like you mentioned earlier. This is a clogged lane here. North Carolina on offense, not allowing anybody to get work done. They've struggled to hit any outside shots. I mean, it's just been all in the paint. Memphis has been able to collapse consistently and make it really tough to score inside.
You can see the difference. Like when LDO's driving, he's got a one-on-one. There's not too much, too much congestion in there. And then meanwhile, anytime UNC, if Kasim Porter's taking it to the rack, there's just three guys there. It's tough. You can't live that way.
You cannot live that way. It's too congested. But another congested play. KB Mack gonna get the block there on Kadarius Stack Jr. And this one's getting out of hand. We're approaching the 5-minute mark. It's 10-point game. Memphis got the ball. Strong move. KB Mack with an exclamation point. Gonna put him up 12 here.
Beautiful, beautiful dunk from KB Mack there. Charge. Wow.
And LDO is gonna draw that. Great defensive play by LDO to get in front of Kasim. Draw that foul, and right now the momentum is swinging in a big way towards the home team right now. North Carolina absolutely needs to get some stops, needs to get some buckets, and it needs to start right now if they're going to have a chance at coming back in this one. KB Mack down low again, strong move. He's going to take his time getting it up, and he is going to draw the foul and go to the line. Just a couple earlier, but Stack going to foul him, and he's going to get another chance at the free throw line.
Mack not great at the free throw line, but again, I mean, he probably should have put that up earlier. He had some space, waited a little bit, but does draw the foul, and if he can hit these here, be tough. 12 right now for UNC is not great. They extended even further with just under 5 minutes to go. I'm not really sure how the Tar Heels find their way back in this one.
It's going to be tough, but big KB Mack miss. They can take advantage of that. They got to find a way to get some buckets on the other end, though. You ain't going to win these games if you're not getting buckets. And, I mean, this is, I believe, right now on pace to be North Carolina's lowest output of the season on the offensive end. You got to give a lot of credit to this Memphis defense.
This Memphis defense and with their crowd in the background supporting them, they've been awesome. And another great defensive possession there.
AB Mack gonna go back to the line after missing 2. He draws the foul there in transition.
Let's see if KB could do a little better this time. I think UNC is now thinking, hey, if he's got the ball and it looks like he's going to score, just foul him. You know, let him take his chances there.
Might as well. I mean, it might be your best bet at this point. He's going to miss another one. But, I mean, here's the thing, Randy. It don't matter if they're not going to be able to get baskets on the other end here in North Carolina.
No, it doesn't. I mean, because right now, yeah, like you said, Bubba, we're at 12 points. If UNC is just going to keep the same offense rolling that we've seen all night, where they're just not getting a lot of movement and they're just only getting contested shots, then yeah, it's not going to matter what Memphis does offensively.
Oh, it is not. Ben Wallace here with it. They're going to get something going right now. It's going to be curtains here. Kasim Porter Jr. misses the 3. And we are under 5 minutes to play. 13-point lead here for the Memphis Tigers. And they're going to try and just put a pin in this one at this point.
And Kasim Porter hit that big shot earlier. But, you know, overall, just been a pretty tough night for him.
Well, I mean, it's been a tough night offensively for the entirety of this North Carolina team. Bam Wallace leading them in scoring. He's 5 for 10, got 10 points. I mean, everybody on the floor has scored at least 1 point. Everybody on this roster. But nobody really been able to get anything going. As a team, they're 20 for 55. If you're not good with quick math, that's 36% as a team from the field. That's not great. And then they're 2 for 9 from the three-point line. Has not been wonderful. I mean, Memphis hadn't hit a lot of threes, but they're 4 for 6. They've been much more efficient, and they're almost they're about 50% as a squad from the field. So I mean, it's just really been all Memphis in terms of efficiency. They've won the rebound battle. They've won the assist battle. The only battle that they've lost has been the turnover battle. I'll say that. So I mean, you can give that to North Carolina. Good job there. But I mean, it has not mattered, and it's turning out. Unless North Carolina goes on a pretty impressive run here, Memphis is looking like they're going to take down the number 11 team in the country right now and get a good win on their resume.
And 20 out of 55, this makes it nearly impossible to win the game. And 20 out of 56.
Keep that live tally going. There you go. LDO going the other way quick. Can't get it to go. Gets his own bucket. Puts it back up. Can't get it to go again. And LDO, he's just exciting to watch the way he ran the floor there.
He is, but not sure what the rush is there for Memphis at this point in the game.
There you go. That's a big one there. LDO going to try to answer here. AB Mack, he's got the smaller Bam Wallace on him on this side. Mid-range jumper, and I mean, they have just been so much more efficient with their shooting tonight.
Anytime UNC thinks they have a little bit of light, a little bit of hope back into this game, it seems like Memphis has just shut the door.
Bam Balam, 14-point game, under 3 minutes. You don't need to see some buckets right now from North Carolina. You know what? I'm still holding out hope. I've seen crazier things. Oh, great find in the corner. Team Porter open, can't get it to go. He is having a rough go of it shooting tonight. That's going to make him 1 for 5 from the three-point line, 3 for 14 from the field.
Look at Penny on the sideline, Bubba. I mean, he's loving this performance from his Tigers here.
And how could you not? How could you not? I mean, the only thing you maybe want is a little bit better offense in the first half, but overall, it's been a very well-rounded game for his Memphis Tigers squad. And LDO just he's going to keep looking impressive as he gets the 3 to go. Wonderful, wonderful shot there from Darius Outlaw. He's up to 17 points after a very slow first half. Tigers are going to call a timeout. They're going to take in the energy from this crowd, the momentum going into the rest of their schedule. This was a big win. Well, I mean, I won't jinx it, but there's 2 minutes left. They're up 17. This would be a huge win for the Memphis Tigers on national TV. Really put kind of the rest of SimWorld Hoops on notice, Randy.
Yeah, Bubba, like we talked a little bit about earlier, I'm really loving what I'm seeing from this Memphis team tonight. You know, LDO didn't even play that much in this first half. They're really getting nothing out of him at all. And then they had a guy like Jalen Smallwood step up, right? And then throughout the night, you got guys like Kenneth Plum or DeMonte Diaz just making plays for your team, you know? Making big plays at big moments of the game. And then you got LDO, when he gets hot, you've seen it tonight, he's absolutely impossible to stop. So I think this Memphis team will win a lot of games, make a lot of noise this year. I mean, with Penny Hardaway, too, leading the charge, I really like what they've shown tonight and their outlook for the rest of the season.
I mean, anytime you got one of the best players in the country, you're gonna have a chance to go pretty far, and that's what they got in LDO. And the role players around him have really showed up tonight. Maybe Mac had a slow start as well, but he's looking good. 12, 3, and 5 assists for the big man. And then the rest of the squad has really just kind of showed up, done their thing. Jalen Smallwood was electric off the bench. We'll probably see him get some more minutes going forward as kind of that spark plug role, but another miss for Bam Wallace, and this UNC team just could not catch a break on the offensive end tonight. Hubert Davis is going to have some things to say to them, and they've got their work cut out for him going forward.
And I think for Hubert Davis after this game is a little bit of a reflection, because overall their offense just looked stagnant tonight, and I don't think it was a lack of effort. And look, part of it was just unlucky shooting. You get nights like that sometimes, but I just really didn't like the way the UNC offense looked at all. They just didn't make it tough on this Memphis team. So, yeah, Hubert Davis is going to have to take a long look at what he's got, especially with UNC's upcoming schedule.
Yeah, he will. Another foul here, and Memphis just going to keep extending the game, going to the line. Hubert Davis is just, he's fired up. He's fired up, but you can tell he's just a little dejected. This is not the team he knows to have put together. This UNC team has been playing so well recently, and this was they played. You know what? And I'll give them credit. Through about 30 minutes of game time, this North Carolina team played very hard. They kept themselves in this game despite very poor shooting. But I mean, when it came down to it, Memphis squad, we said it from the get-go. When it was started off so slow for both sides, this Memphis squad was the team that was able to get themselves going offensively, and it looks like that's going to warrant them a win.
Yeah, I mean, when you have, like you said, when you have one of the best players in the country, it's going to help when you're off to a slow start. He's a guy who could just step up and start taking over for you.
He did just that.
Bubba, you know what? It's been a good game. I know it's going to end with a pretty lopsided scoreboard, but it was pretty close when we kind of got down to the last 10 minutes. Overall, good night of hoops. We saw a lot of star players step up for a little bit, so I can't really complain too much to spend a night with you in this beautiful city.
Absolutely. I mean, it was, like we said, it was a good game. Both these teams are relatively young. Not a lot of seniors on either roster, so I mean, a lot of time to progress. This North Carolina team, you certainly can't count them out from a more grand standpoint. A bad game, but here's the thing. Sometimes your failures, you get more to learn from your failures. And this North Carolina team is going to have a lot of things to try and learn from and try to correct, maybe identify their shooters, try and space the floor a little more going forward. There is work to be done. But when you look at a program like North Carolina, I'm sure that they are up to the task. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what they take from this loss, how they can progress, and excited to see how Memphis moves forward into the rest of their schedule as well.
When it happens, you go on the road, you play in front of this rowdy crowd. You can't win them all. I think I'm not overly concerned about UNC, but they just will have to take a long look about how they're going to run their offense going forward.
Absolutely will. Well, Candace Plum's just going to hold the ball. This Memphis crowd is elated. It's going to be absolutely electric on Beale Street tonight, 67-50. Memphis Tigers are going to take the victory over North Carolina, and they'll be moving up in the rankings, I'm sure, after this one. Well, what a beautiful night here on CBS. Congratulations to Kansas and Memphis on their wins, and to North Carolina and Ohio State. You got some work to do, buddies. But from myself, Bubba, from my broadcast partner, Randy, and from the other Randy out there in the truck, we want to thank you for being with us here on CBS tonight. We hope you enjoy your night. And always remember, SimWorld Sports is the only place you can see the game and be the game.